Good evening, everyone. We will begin the evening service of the Miroku Association headquarters, expressing our gratitude to God and Meishu-sama for the permission and protection granted us while participating today in God's divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. Taka amahara ni kamsumari masu, kamurogi kamura no mikoto mochite, sumemi oya kamu izana ino mikoto, tsukushi no rimuka no tachibana no, oto no ahagi hara ni misogi hara itamo, Toki ni narimaseru, harai dono o kamitachi, moro moro no magakoto tsumi kegare o, harai tamae kiyome tamae toma o sukoto no yoshio, Amatsu kami kunitsu kami yao yorozu no kami kachitomo ni, Ame no fuchi koma no mimi puri tatete, kikoshin meseto, kashiko mimu maosu. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Miroku o mikami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Oshie miyoya nushi no kami, mamori tamae saki hae tamae. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Kum nagara tamachi haemase. Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei. May God and Meishu-sama bless you. Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a teachings from a teachings of Meishu-sama. World peace. Seeking peace and shunning conflict is the true spirit of harmony. God has implanted this sense of consciousness in all humanity. When all nations are united under one God and work together, the golden age will be a reality. How pathetic are those who thrive on conflict and quarrels. Their spiritual natures are unrefined, still quite primitive and barbaric. In the coming paradise on earth, Boundaries between the countries of the world will remain as they are now, but it will seem as if they don't even exist. All countries will deal with each other on the basis of equality and friendship, so conflicts over boundaries will become totally unnecessary. Any issues between countries will be peacefully resolved. Their representatives will discuss and deliberate each issue employing high intelligence and wisdom based on the pure of selfless desire for the highest good of the whole world with no national or personal ulterior motive. This is the essence of global government in the coming age. In the age of light, there will be far fewer laws than at present. Laws are not necessary for good, virtuous people. Laws are only necessary to control criminals and evil people. If there will be no criminals and no evil people in the daylight age, naturally there will be very few laws. Thank you very much for attending this evening service. And the message today from Meishu-sama's teachings, when he says, I feel the unquestionable way to judge the character of an individual is by learning how much or how little sense of justice he or she has. A sense of justice is the backbone of a human being. A person with little sense of justice is like a jellyfish without a backbone. Such a person is unreliable, so we cannot feel safe. Meishu-sama also says that in dealing with any problem, we should first ask ourselves whether the solution is right or wrong. If you have determined that it is not right, you should bluntly resist it with all your moral strength. If you live with this principle, even though you may temporarily experience difficulty, in the long run, everything will work out for the best. In whatever situation you may find yourself, it is best and most pleasant to keep on the right path at all times, doing things openly and honestly without fear. People with that kind of character can be the pillars of the world and the guardians of justice. It is through the strength of such individuals that a society can be developed. For God always stands by those who are virtuous and just. That's why there is a poem of Meishu-sama that refers to righteousness. And Meishu-sama says, I have to come to the realization that those who trust God and live each day leaning upon the staff of love have nothing to fear in this world. And only those who live life virtuously and have clear consciences are not afraid of what others think or say, for they know they are loved by God. Even if the path is narrow and obstructed by dark forces, we will proceed humbly and obediently according to God's will. Thank you very much for attending this evening service, and I wish you all a very good evening. Thank you. And this brings to a conclusion our evening service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed evening.